All right, this will be for the con assignment, graph from linear standard form. So we already learned the line equation, y equals mx plus b. Okay, and the term for that equation is slope intercept form. Okay, the reason it's called that is because you can tell the slope and the y-intercept just from looking at it. But now we're going to be using standard form. And the equation for standard form is just ax plus by equals c. All right. So all of these equations that they give us will be in standard form instead of slope-intercept form. All right. So we're just doing the graphs. And the way you do this, is you plug in 0. I should say plug in x equals 0. And then solve for y. And then plug in y equals 0. And solve for x. All right. And when you do that, those two steps, you're going to get 2 points. Okay. And you just click and drag the points to the coordinates that you get. All right. So step 1, plug in x equals 0. So we're going to put the 0 right in there, and we're going to have 2 times 0 minus 6y equals 12. Okay, 2 times 0 is just 0, so that cancels. And negative 6y equals 12. This is y times negative 6. The opposite of times negative 6 is divided by negative 6. Okay, negative 6 divided by negative 6 cancels. And y equals 12 over negative 6, which is just negative 2. Okay, so when we plugged in x equals 0, we got y equals 2. So the point is going to be x equals 0, y equals negative 2. Now for step 2, plug in y equals 0 and solve for x. All right, so we're going to plug in 0 right there in place of y. Okay, so we have 2x minus 6 times 0 equals 12. Okay, so 6 times 0, or negative 6 times 0, is just 0. So that's gone. 2x equals 12. All right, x times 2, the opposite is dividing by 2. So 2 over 2 is gone. And x equals 12 divided by 2, which is just 6. So when we plugged in y equals 0, we got x equals 6. So it's 6, comma, 0. X equals 6, and we plugged in y equals 0. So we're going to do this point and this point, and then you'll have a line. All right, so you just click and drag on the dots For 0, -2, it's 0 on the x and -2 on the y. Okay, so go to x equals 0. All right, and then go to y equals -2. So just go down 2. All right, and that's 1 point. And the other point is 6, 0. So go to x equals 6, right there, because this is the x-axis, left, right, and y equals 0. All right, so we don't move up or down at all. And that's it. All right, so you just drag the line into place. All right, so same thing every time. Plug in x equals 0. Put it right in there, and you'll have 12 times 0 minus 9 times y equals 36. 12 times 0 is just 0, so that cancels. Divide both sides by -9. And the -9's cancel. Y equals 36 over -9, which is -4. So at x equals 0, y equals -4. Now we did x equals 0, we're going to do y equals 0. So put the 0 right in place of y. Okay, we have 12x minus 9 times 0 equals 36. Okay, 9 times 0 is just 0, so that cancels. X times 12. In order to get rid of that times 12, we're going to divide 12. Both sides. All right, the 12 over 12 cancels. And x equals 36 divided by 12, which is just 3. So when y equals 0, x equals 3. All right, so we're going to plot this and this. So x equals 0, y is -4. Okay, go to x equals 0, and then y equals -4. Okay, the y-axis is the up-down part, so I just went to -4. And for the other point, go to x equals 3, y equals 0. Okay, you just click on the point and drag it. So x equals 3, right there, and y equals 0. All right, so plug in 0 for x, solve, plug in 0 for y, solve, and you have your 2 points. You just drag it into place.